is, check it, or if you want our
school. Also in this semester, course we're taught. Next speech is from is the branch
decided for ReDI school. The potentials. This approach, concept of society, which is Japan's universal society that leverages course on IoT, huge, the immense presentations to congratulate
rate drop out of Chamber district is very international. More than, you mentioned it already, more than 2,500 international businesses representing many countries and various branches have chosen the region as the place for their European headquarters or German subsidiaries. And what is also very important, also Düsseldorf is one of the most popular locations for expats worldwide. This is shown by a survey, for example, carried out by the International Network for in the ranking of the best cities for living and working worldwide. Düsseldorf was ranked 4th. This is why more and more international professionals are coming to the region. Over 12% of Düsseldorf's working population have a foreign nationality. That is up to 46,000 people. The goal of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the IHK, above all, is to be for good framework conditions for successful business. And we are a strong voice of the business in the region. Our goals are, for example, less bureaucracy, free trade, a better infrastructure, and fast internet. Yeah? And that is important for digital integration, of course. The Chamber aggregates the interests of business across all sectors and branches of the economy in a democratic and deliberative manner. And we also offer services for our companies. For me, for example, my job is a typical service for our members. I support them to find and to bind skilled workers and to enhance their employer branding. I support them also with networking events, workshops, webinars, and so on. My topics are, for example, the compatibility of work and family life, work-life health promotion, the improvement of female leadership, and, of course, diversity. In special, we offer a certification for companies, for example, to improve the employer branding. It's called Hier ausgezeichnet arbeiten. It's something like a great place to work. But we do it a little bit better and cheaper and more efficient because we do it for our enterprises. And we also have a project to support companies to recruit skilled workers from foreign countries. It's called Hand in Hand for International Talents. Why is the insurance of skilled workers so important? Because the demographic negative impact, as you already said it, is also a great effort to our region. The lack of skilled workers, which the regional economy needs to develop on the one side, and which are affordable on the labor market, on the other side, will be double as high in the next 10 years than it is nowadays. So one of our most important governmental tasks, we have also governmental tasks of the IHK, is the responsibility for the vocational education and training in the region and for our local companies. And this vocational education and training is specific for Germany. It's a dual system. You go to school a little bit and you are in the company, you learn in the company, you work, but you have also train and learn in the school. And this system works. It's very great success for Germany and for all regions. And we, as the Chamber of Commerce and Industry, support this. We, for example, define and check the training contents in the company. We are, for example, responsible for approximately 4,000 new contracts between young persons and companies for the vocational education and training in the last year. And vocational training and the further qualification of workers are two of the best instruments to ensure skilled workers. And that is why ReDI School of Digital Integration is so important. And it's also important in our region, and we support this as IHK. Germany and also the region needs skilled workers to secure economic growth and development. We need to strengthen and steer out dual vocational education and training, the system. There are several special topics in our house, for example. A colleague of mine support companies who want to recruit refugees for vocational education and training. Another important topic is the project Ausbildungshelden. They are heroes of vocational education and training. They are young persons who are like ambassadors in the companies and also for the companies for the vocational training. It's like marketing for the vocational education and also for the companies. And we, as the Chamber, support them both doing this. So, dear students, don't hesitate to ask us for help and support. I'm sure we can give you good advice and good, needful information. And I also want to appeal to the companies to check out our services. I'm sure we are also able to support you and your businesses, especially to find and bind skilled workers. And I have a good argument for companies when they ask themselves, what happens if we invest in developing our people and then they leave us? And I say, what happens if we don't and they stay? So, thank you for your attention. Now I'm looking forward to the presentation, and I wish you all the best for your success and for your future career. Thank you.
Thank you. So, thank you so much. So, we would like now to move on the next topic to the stage. We would like to welcome the outstanding student and the teacher from ReDI School to discuss the community story. I would like to hand over the moderation to Takoya.
Once again, thank you so much. So we have today the guest speakers, actually the former student of ReDI School, Adijat. Can you come to the stage? All right. Okay, actually we wanted to have also one teacher, Jamal. However, because of his health reason, he couldn't make it today, unfortunately. But before introducing Adijat, just want to say thank you to Jamal. And he's a teacher of the Introduction to Python course. He's also from Syria, refugee, but he found the study opportunity in Aachen and now studying the data science in the master. And you know, because he got this chance, he wanted to give back to you, ReDI School community, to teach the Python skill. And I really wanted to have him on stage. Unfortunately, he cannot, but I just want to say, like, Jamal is a great person, just wanted to have here. Right. Okay. And Adijat. All right, we know each other quite long. you've been the student for the past 2 semesters in the UX and UI design course, and I heard that you found a job, no? Maybe could you introduce yourself, who you are, and what you're doing now?
Yeah, my name is Adijat Sulaiman. I'm a student. I'm studying electronics engineering in Liefstadt University, and currently I'm working as an intern UI UX designer for Perfect ID.
Great, thank you. And right, so then Adijat, so could you tell us a bit of your story, like, you know, how you came to Germany, and, you know, like, how was first impression and how you found ReDI School?
Yeah, I came to Germany in 2019 to study, and in 2020, I did a course in interactive design, and I got really interested. But in school, we did more of theory, and I wanted to know more about this course. So in my course of finding information, I was looking at people's profile on LinkedIn, and I kept seeing ReDI School, and I'm like, what is this school? So I went to check, and I saw that there are so many Nigerians taking different courses in this school. So I applied, and I was lucky I got in. And I put in my best because I was really interested in design, and I learned a lot from ReDI.
All right, thank you. And right, I'm curious, like, you know, you studied at ReDI School the design, I mean the UX design.
Yes.
And now you found a job.
Yes.
And what did you do actually in between? Like, what I would say, how you found this opportunity to work at Perfect ID?
Yes. At first, I did this beginner course, UX, Introduction to Web Design. Yes, that was the first course. And we were encouraged to have a portfolio. So I did my portfolio, and I started applying for jobs, but I was just getting Leidanisch. And I was frustrated and sad, but I kept applying. Then I talked to one teacher in ReDI School. I'm trying to remember her name.
Right.
She was really helpful. She checked my portfolio and she made corrections. Then I did it again. But when I actually started getting interview was when I attended ReDI School. There's this event that ReDI School does where...
Career workshop?
Yes,
okay.
Career workshop, yeah. So I fine-tuned my LinkedIn, I redo my CV, and I started getting interviews. I actually got one day at the office job where I had to go to the company, and I stayed there for a day. And they gave me a task, and I did it. And when I got home, the CEO called me and said, yeah, I like you. You are hungry for, like, you really like this design, but we can't afford to train you right now. So, but yeah, you can apply back in 3 months. I think you'll be better. I was so sad. And I remember I didn't want to do anything design for 2 days. I was angry with design, because I've given so much to design and it's not giving me anything in return. So, but then after 2 days, I was tired of feeling bad for myself. Then I went back to applying. Then I got this job. At first, they didn't want to pay me, but I said no. I did not do all this stress for you to say that it is an unpaid internship. I'm not doing unpaid. And then they called me later and said, yeah, Adijat, we looked at everything again, and I think, yeah, you add great value to our team, so we are happy. And yeah, that was how I joined Perfect ID, and it has been a great experience. I've learned a lot.
Can I ask how many applications you sent before getting this opportunity?
I think over 100.
Over 100?
Yes, because I was applying to at least 10 every night.
It means 99 leider nicht.
Yes.
Okay. What did you feel when you got like the word Vorstellungsgespräch?
Okay, I saw the mail. No, I felt like this is a mistake. Then I read again, and yes, and I shouted, "Woo!"
Okay, right. I can feel you.
If I remember that day, I still feel happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can you tell us, okay, what was the exciting experience and also challenging experience at ReDI School?
Yeah, it was hard to um, be focused on ReDI school and also my course in school. And we have to do this assignment, and I try to do every assignment. So most times I sleep very late because I want to do my assignments, and I also attended all the workshops because I want to take as much as possible from ReDI school.
Great. Okay, then in terms of the time, I'd like to ask last question. We have a lot of students here today. Could you give them some tips how to get a successful opportunity?
I'll just say be hungry, be eager to learn, and get a mentor. It is very important because if I had a mentor in ReDI school, so if I had not gone through all this journey, like the career workshops, my mentor advice, I wouldn't even know that my CV was not good enough, or I needed to fine-tune my LinkedIn to be able to get this job.
Right, that's a great tips. Thank you. So we had Adijat, and yeah, it's now 5:30. I'd like to say we have 10 minutes break, and we have some water or like some refreshment, and the bathroom is over there. And let's come back here at 5:40. Thank you.
Welcome back, everyone. My name is Rafael. I am a ReDI student in the IoT course. Laura and I will now take over for the moderation.
Before starting the student presentation, we would like to introduce 3 programs we offer in NRW. Welcome the ReDI team on stage.
I'd like to welcome Giselle on stage, please. Mm-hmm.
No, the
You
mic.
can just grab the microphone.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me. My name is Giselle Legion-Eclis. I have the privilege and honor to lead the Kids and Youth program in Nordrhein-Westfalen. And some of you may know that today is the last day of school. So we're very happy that we have, over the course of the last year, been able to teach over 560 kids in elementary school and secondary school in all things digital. So our children learn about coding with Turtle Coder, for instance. Parents maybe know this, but they also learn JavaScript and they also learn HTML. They also learn, how to use email, how to navigate safely on the web, lots of things. And so I do hope that the work we do in Duisburg-Marxloh actually helps, strengthen what we've heard before, the industrial region of Nordrhein-Westfalen, because 12% of expats may be what we have in Düsseldorf, but I can tell you in Duisburg-Marxloh, we're more like closer to 80%. So enjoy the slide where you see the outcome of the JavaScript workshop about making a drawing to illustrate a recipe, a kitchen recipe. And thank you for having me.
Thank you. And now we would like to bring Olena into the stage.
Hello, thank you very much. And first of all, my congratulations to our colleagues from DCP for such a great event, because it took a lot of effort not just to prepare this event, but also to run the whole semester, offering multiple amazing courses of high quality, and you managed to collect a group of amazing students, dedicated volunteers, and generous donors, and did all this. My name is Olena, and I'm a manager of Digital Women Program at ReDI School NRW, where we create digital empowerment and equal opportunities for women with refugee and migration background. I will step back a little bit from digital learning, and I will more talk about helping others. I always saw helping others as one of the greatest and most noble deeds we all can do, right? And as an immigrant myself who came to Germany as a young student, I know all the challenges one faces, how hard it is. But I was always wondering how it is to be a refugee, which challenges they have. Unfortunately, starting from February this year, I don't try to imagine it anymore, because I know it for sure. I face it, and I see it from the first row. I see thousands of women from my country fleeing and bringing their children. They are running from death, from torturing, and from rape. And it's super hard when you come to a new country and you need to integrate yourself to the society, you need to take care about yourself. But when you have children, you have one child or you have multiple children that you need to provide for, and also you need to be a role model for them. Germany does great work with helping refugees, but they need help as well. And ReDI School does a great job in that. And I'm happy to be a part of it. And also, I urge all of you to continue helping us, either by volunteering or donating, or just spreading a good word about us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Olena. Next, we'd like to invite Haley Spire to the stage, please.
Okay. I'm Haley. I work for ReDI School, and I'm very happy to be here today. A lot of effort has come into this event. The program, we have 155 students, 32 nationalities, many mentors, volunteers, career trainers that help us, and 10 courses. And and so basically I'm very happy to be a part of this organization and helping people, and I'll pass the mic back so we can get started with the student presentations.
Excellent, so let's get started with the student presentations. Now we would like to invite jurors for the student presentations. We would like to welcome Eileen Weiss and Anya Mazovsky, as well as Rutuja Pavar. Okay. Thank you. So first we'll start with the HTML and CSS course. We are excited to see the course results. We have 9 student presenters who are recommended by ReDI teachers today. Let us start with the first presenter, Selçuk Dal from HTML and CSS course. Welcome, Selçuk, on stage.
Hello. Hi, everybody. My name is Selçuk Dal. I cannot see my presentation, but I'll carry on anyway. I'm coming from Turkey. I've been in Germany for the last 5 years. I have a background in managing roles, and I think it's better right now. Anyway, as I said, I've always worked in managing roles, managing positions, many years in Turkey, and also 2 or 3 years in Germany. But at some point, I saw that you cannot avoid IT. IT is everywhere. And being a manager is extremely difficult if you are keeping yourself away from IT. So I saw this opportunity from ReDI School about giving IT classes, and I joined this journey, and I took HTML and CSS class for the semester, and I'm happy to do that. And for myself, I like making friends, I like skiing, I like playing saxophone. Normally there should be, yes, here it comes, finally. So, I don't know if you'll bear me. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, can you help me with that, please?
Sure.
Great. Yeah, just change the tone. It's enough, I think. Thanks for bearing me. We are getting, because of the time limitation, I would be more than happy to watch it with you. But anyway, HTML and CSS class. HTML stands for Hypertype Markup Language. This is an abbreviation. It is like a backbone of a website, and we learned here how to do that. We learned coding. It's not really coding, but basic syntax and making up a web page is called HTML. And the CSS stands for Cascade Style Sheets. It's like all the other things in a body, like hair, like eye, like skin, all the colors, all the other things. But without the backbone, you cannot walk. But all the other things make up ourselves. So this is CSS in a web page design. Can we go a little bit? So this is the project that we did in our course. And here's my web page, how it looks like. And the other slide shows the HTML and CSS codes. On left side, you see the HTML code, and whereas you see the CSS code on the right side. So by typing these little things, you make up a web page, and this is what we learned in this course. So my takeaways from this course, first of all, I became able to understand the basic of web design and able to build up a web page. I'm happy to do that. And it gave me an idea to introduction to front-end developing and understand the IT world. Information technology is everywhere, and I just became able to get into that. I'm happy to do that. And not only we did that, but also I met a lot of new people. I developed my network here. I joined a lot of career workshops, company visits, career talks, job fair, a lot of things. Thanks a lot, ReDI School. Thanks a lot, ReDI staff and teachers. Thanks all you for being here and experiencing this. Thank you very much.
So before we begin our feedback, I would like our jurors to introduce themselves.
Thank you.
You also have microphones. I will start. Okay, so my name is Anja Mosowski. I work at Mitsubishi Electric in the European Development Center. And for us, it was the first time working with ReDI School. And yeah, for me also the first time being a teacher. And it was a very nice experience for me.
You can introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Eileen. I'm a Salesforce consultant at Accenture and also the ReDI partner at Accenture. I first started interacting with ReDI now almost a year ago when I set up the ReDI Sprachcafé. So it's basically an open space for all the ReDI students where they can also improve their German skills. So they then at the end have a perfect mix of the IT skills, but also the language skills. And I'm really happy that I can be here today and really happy that we can make this happen here on site and that I finally get the chance to meet everyone.
Hello everyone, my name is Rituja Pawar. I'm originally from India, but from 2017 I've been living in Germany. I currently work at Accenture as a data and business analyst, and we help the client to generate user-centric dashboards. And apart from this, I'm also like a design thinking coach for an onboarding program for the new joiners. For me, it was important that my knowledge is not limited to only the company that I work in, and it is also helpful to the people to upskill themselves. And that's the reason why I decided to volunteer as a teacher at ReDI. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So Sajid, thank you very much for your presentation. It was very informative, and we would like to actually get some feedback from the jurors. So Anya, if you can please give some feedback on.
Yes, I really liked your lighthearted style of presenting and yeah, also showing us a bit about your hobbies. And yeah, overall, I really yeah, think it was a great presentation.
Thank you very much.
And Eileen.
Thank you for your presentation. I really enjoyed it. You seemed really confident when you presented, and I also really liked the personal touches. So we could see that you don't only have the technical skills, but also the musical skills.
Wunderbar. And next is Rutuja. Do you have feedback and also one question?
Yeah, I really liked that your presentation was very precise and it was to the point, and that you added the takeaways at the end, so it is helpful for everyone. And regarding the question, I would like to ask you that you mentioned that you have a background in management. So what is it like for you to transition into this world of web design?
Very good question. It was a little challenging. It's like away from IT world. Everyone in these days is somehow related to the IT, but being a designer is a little bit different, or getting into the codes is different. So you have to get yourself a little bit closer to this world. So it was challenging in this term, but it was also exciting, and I really enjoyed it. And I want to thank once again to ReDI School who gave me this opportunity. So I think I've been able to explain it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And now, next presenter is Emmanuel from the JavaScript course. Welcome, Emmanuel, on stage.
Hello. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. My name is Akindele Ayorinde Emmanuel, as you can see. Okay. Yeah, my name is Akindele Ayorinde Emmanuel. Yeah, I'm a student of Roy Bokum University. I'm currently studying material science and simulation. I'm also a student at ReDI. So I have interest in information technology. That's why I enrolled for a course in ReDI, which is JavaScript. So my hobbies are reading, coding, and watching football. So first of all, I'm a student at ReDI. I just finished my JavaScript course. So what is JavaScript? JavaScript, imagine a website without JavaScript. It's static. You cannot interact with the web page. You cannot do anything. So that's why JavaScript came into existence. So basically, JavaScript gives functionality to your web pages, because without JavaScript, you can't do anything on the websites. So during my course in ReDI, we did an introduction and the tool setup. First of all, we had to install VS Code, which is Visual Studio Code, because without VS Code, you cannot do anything. So we also did data types, variables, operators. We also worked with the consoles. We worked with conditions and loops. We did arrays, object functions, DOM manipulations, events, JavaScript object notation, that is the JSON, the HTTP basics, and how to work with the APIs. We also worked with JavaScript libraries, and we worked with the local storage also. So apart from that, we also did a career workshop at ReDI. ReDI, we knew how to polish our CV, how to polish our LinkedIn, how to write a great CV, how to master the interview process, and a one-on-one mentorship program, which was very helpful to most of us. So during the course of study, we had to put these skills together, the HTML, the CSS, and the JavaScript. So when we put these skills together, we worked on projects. So this is how HTML looks like. This is how the CSS looks like. This is how the JavaScript looks like. So up there, you can see the link to my GitHub, how the project looks like. It's a to-do list. It's like a to-do list. What is a to-do list? It's like the activities you like to do in a particular day or time or, yeah. So this is it, the combination of the CSS, the JavaScript, and the HTML. I was able to build a to-do list. So what are the outcomes I got from this program? It improved my programming skills. It helped in my problem-solving ability. And I had an excellent teamwork, and also take a chance to get a job, an IT job in Germany. And my takeaway from the ReDI School, so through this, it gives me an opportunity into the IT industry, and exposure into the German labor market. And languages like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, these are the core tools every developer needs in order to create a stunning, cascading website. And we also engage in projects. And again, we did a mentorship program, the company visits, career talks, and the job fair also. So I want to use this opportunity to thank ReDI, the partners, the volunteers, the instructors, and the students also for these great and wonderful opportunities. Thank you.
Great presentation, Emmanuel.
Thank you very much.
Can you give us a feedback?
Yes, of course. So I really liked the way you presented. So you
Thank
were really
you.
calm and you were clearly good to understand.
Yeah.
And I also liked that you summarized
Everything.
the course very
Yeah.
nice.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next to Rutuja, do you have any feedback?
Yeah, I really like the presentation was well structured and you
Yeah.
showed that how you learned in the course and you
Yeah.
mapped that how you implemented it. So overall it
Exactly.
was a great presentation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next to Eileen, and do you have a question to Emmanuel?
First of all, I also really liked your presentation. It was very, very well structured, and it was great that we could
Thank
see
you.
the first program.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Do you have any question to him? Or?
Yes. What did you enjoy the most about the course?
Okay. First of all, I enjoy coding a lot. So JavaScript, most times I have to memorize the syntax. So it gives me the ability to think on how to solve problems. So I just love solving problems when it has to do with coding. So that's what I enjoy basically in the course. And the interaction with the students and also engaging in courseworks and everything. So I really enjoyed everything in the course. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Excellent. So next is the thank you, and our next presenter is Cheran Dilek from the UX UI Design Basics course. Welcome, Cheran, on stage.
Hello. I will start with my presentation, which I cannot see it right now. Yeah, my name is Ceren Dilek. I'm a mother of two. I have a mathematics degree. My work experience is in creating board games and corporate games. I'm interested in anthropology, history, and neuroscience. I also love designing and street view traveling to the deserted places. So here is the agenda from my side today. I will start with the project brief and I will continue with my design process. We followed the design thinking approach in our course, and I will guide you how I implemented this approach into my design. To learn by doing, we were given a project to improve NRW Corona multilingual page that provides official information about coronavirus. So many users have difficulty finding the right information and understanding it. So my goal was to create more accessible and easy UX UI design for multilingual users. Design thinking begins with empathy to gain insight into the problems. So I conducted user interviews with 4 participants to understand their needs and deliver customized solutions. I also evaluated a few existing government corona information pages. To state the user's needs and problems, I identified a persona, clear problem statement, and user journey map. Then it was time to generate ideas. I made some sketches and built wireframes, both for mobile and web pages. I then conducted usability testing. I took notes and made some revisions for my prototype. We also learned the basics of Figma tools. That's where I decided the visual elements like images, colors, and typefaces. So then I started to create solutions. Because this was a specific web page about corona regulations and users want to get the information with a minimum click, I put all the regulations on the home page. When asked to change a language, vast majority of the users head to the header of the web page, so I put the language selector right top of the page. I also designed other user requirements like test and vaccine centers and dashboards. I designed search box with a button and also with query solutions. For the most common questions, I designed FAQ page with categorized questions. When the clickable prototype was ready, I again conducted another usability testing that aimed at evaluating navigation, information architecture, visual design, interaction design, emotional appeal. And I fixed all the issues. So here is the original page and my final project. I also would like to thank you all, ReDI School, volunteers, teachers, partners, and my classmates for the dedicated work and support that you have given me. Thank you.
Wow, that was really amazing. Thank you, Chiran. We'd like to start with the feedback now. Anya, can you give some feedback for Chiran?
Yes, of course. So I also really liked your presentation. You had a really good structure for your presentation, and yeah, I really liked that you showed us the before and after pictures, and yeah, overall really nice.
Great. And Eileen, how about your feedback?
Yeah, I am really impressed about your project and the final results. I really, really like it. You can see a huge difference between the before and the after, and it looks like a lot of time has gone into this project, so well done.
And Rutuja, I'd like some feedback and a question, please.
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to say that you were a student in my course, and I'm really happy to see you here presenting in front of so many people. I've followed your journey till now. I really like that you have this design thinking stages, and then you mapped each of your outcomes with each of the design thinking stages, so I really like the flow. And as a question, I would like to ask you that we all know that user research is so crucial to have a great design at the end. So do you have any best practices for us that helped you in this user research for this prototype?
Well, it was the most challenging part was the user researching part for me, because avoiding your own assumptions is really hard. So I tried to, first I learned more structured way of user interviews. So I conducted many user interviews on this. I need to learn more, so I'm studying on it at the moment, but I really like it because in the future I would like to be a user researcher. So at the moment I study a lot on user research part.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you too.
Thank you. Next presenter is Ogo from the Introduction to Python course. Welcome, Ogo, on stage.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ugo Francis Ezekoma. I live in Bad Lichtenberg. Yeah, I have a background in political science. This is my second course with ReDI School of Digital Integration. And then, of course, I love football, I like playing card games, and I also like traveling. I like music as well. So my main objective is to become a sound data scientist in the near future. I'm happy and excited to be representing my own class of the Introduction to Python programming, of course, under data analytics. So, of course, it is quite pertinent to have a general understanding or conceptualization of the word Python, which is the high-level general-purpose programming language often used to build websites, automate tasks, conduct data analytics. It shows that Python can be applied in so many areas, be it AI, be it machine learning, deep learning, in search engine optimization, SEO, and other areas. And of course, before we started the program, we have to do some necessary installations, of which one was very important, of course, Python, and then we had to make a choice of an IDE where we'll be making our programming. We chose Jupyter, and then Jupyter Notebook, and then VS Code. I made a little analogy about how I understood the courses in these past months, and I used what I termed 4 Python's part of speech. The first one is a variable. Of course, it contains the string, floats, and integers. The second is collections. And the third, flow chart, where we're talking about loops. And then the third is conditional statements, if and what have we. It doesn't mean that this is entirely the section of Python. We also have other components, which I'm going to talk about. Of course, we did all those in the class successfully. We have the functions, the comprehensions, class and inheritance, Python libraries, modules, packages, errors and error handling, REST APIs with Fast API, dependency management, and then source code management with Git. In all these, we are given different opportunities to actually come out with different projects. I did some projects, but I will be mentioning two here. And the first is what I termed Ugo's calculator. It's actually on Git. I also welcome all of us to join me to improve it. So I had to use the knowledge we have already learned to apply on this simple calculator format. I first of all created two modules. One was for function, and then the other was for the main code. So of course they were interacting with each other in order to bring out the functionalities that were needed. So and then of course we all know calculator, the inputs. I actually limited this project to basic mathematical operations like plus, minus, subtractions and divisions, and then gave it all conditionalities and loopings. Then the second was web framework with Fast API, where I built a user interface interacting with the database, to help any user or the management to actually get input, edit input, put in, and then deleting at the same time. So the outcome was this, which I listed here, the actions. When the actions were performed, the gate information was gotten from the database. The delete, you can actually use user ID to actually delete a particular user, and then the put was for editing or update, and then posting for display. So this is the outlook in localhost doc. And then, of course, in the previous slide actually showed I installed Thunder Client to actually interact with the UVCon server to make communication within the two websites. And then, what next after this program? Personally, I'm eager to enroll for the next stage of the Python programming, to become a better data scientist in the future. And at the same time, I've also got enrolled into bootcamp to further my knowledge while I'm waiting for the next program to come. So I also use the opportunity to thank the ReDI team, and then my teachers, the partners, and then also appreciate my fellow students for making the session quite wonderful and exciting. Thank you.
Great presentation, Ogo. Eileen, can you give a feedback?
Thanks for your presentation. I really liked your calm presentation style, and I could really feel your passion for Python during the presentation, and nice to see that you want to continue further.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. Ruchaya, do you have a feedback?
Yes, I really like that your presentation was so detailed. You covered all the aspects of Python, and as Eileen mentioned as well, it shows that you have a strong hold on it. And you also have this QR code at the end, which I find it really very good. So people can just scan it and collaborate with you if they have some interest in Python. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anya, could you give us a feedback and also a question to Ogo?
Yes, also, and thank you for your presentation. I can only say, yeah, everything my colleagues already said is true. You have a really nice presenting style, and it was really calm and yeah, quite good to understand and to follow. And my question for you would be, what were the key learnings for you in the Python course?
Okay, thank you for the question. The key learnings actually was I got to, during the session, the semester per se, I got to understand that class alone cannot make you what you want to become. You need to work extra hard. You need to dig in, be awake at night after days' activities, and then it is actually from those that you can actually get the best out of the program. And then, of course, having a mentor, it helps a lot, because even sometimes a simple code can get you stuck for days. And if you don't have a mentor, you spend more time than required. So those were, the lessons I learned during the program.
Thank you very much. So for next presenter, I'd like to bring Edwin from the Data Analytics course.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. You're welcome to today's presentation. I could not be more excited to have this opportunity to deliver this presentation on behalf of the Data Analytics class. My name is Edwin Uzefna, and I'm from Nigeria. I have a master's in environmental sciences, and I'm currently studying ecology at the University of Bremen, which is, of course, my second master's degree. I like cooking, I like photography, I like globetrotting, I like browsing the Stack Overflow, and most importantly, I like volunteering. I started my journey into the tech industry in 2020 by attending some coding boot camps. It wasn't an easy journey because I had no prior experience or knowledge in the IT industry. So in early 2021, I joined ReDI Berlin, where I took a course in the cloud computing, which is Azure Fundamentals. And after that, I joined ReDI NRW, and I completed a course in Intro to Python, which serves as a foundation to the data analytics course that I'm going to be presenting today. This course is structured into two sections, the technical part and the career workshop. In the technical part, we learned about data analytics using Python. And data analytics is simply the process of analyzing data to find insights and trends and to draw a conclusion about the information that they contain. It involves different steps, ranging from data preparation and cleaning to data visualization and storytelling. The second part of this course, which is career workshop, has prepared us for the German job market, including how to write a great CV, how to polish your LinkedIn profile. And since we have some of the potential recruiters, we have a representative from the commerce, Chambers of Commerce, and I think CEO of Stepstone. I submitted an application, but I didn't hear anything. I think he had left. And then also the president of the Mitsubishi here. So probably after the presentation, we can submit our CV to you guys. So to be honest with you, we really learned a lot, but it's difficult to describe all of them in just a matter of a few minutes. For that reason, I chose this project to describe what we learned. Here we have a data set from the Immobilien Data Scout 24. It's a data set containing the listed accommodations in Berlin. Here we started by cleaning the data, which you can see on the left-hand side. The code you see there just basically to clean the data, remove the special characters to make the data ready for exploration. And on the right-hand side, we have the exploration. I took only 2 questions to explain what we learned. The first one is the analysis of storage or shortage of affordable apartments in Berlin. Maybe the donut chart is not visible enough. I didn't notice that, sorry about that. But from what we can see, there are only 5% of affordable accommodation in Berlin, and the 95% are considered costly. The second analysis is the impact of apartment renovation on the rental price. Obviously, we can already see from the orange charts that the renovated apartments are more costlier than the ones that are not renovated. So this is just a simple data exploration and plotting that can give us an insight on what we have. Let me also mention that one of the most important interesting part of this course is the combination of the project learning-based approach, which has prepared us to apply what information and all the teachings and the things that we learned from this course to the real-world application. It's really something that I appreciate in this course. I'm also forgetting the part that ReDI School organized a one-on-one mentoring program, which every student can, it's a matter of choice if you want. to have a mentor which you can always go to in case, just like my one of my students also already mentioned, whenever you have a problem with your project or anything, you can always go to him. It's something that I really appreciate from ReDI School. I really learned a lot from this course, apart from the programming skills, the analytical thinking, communication, presentation of results. I also like to share one of my success stories, which I believe is one of the greatest outcomes for me in this course, to have gained a position, an internship position at RePAT, which is a climate resilience company at Hamburg. So I work at the data analysis and the visualization department. And after this course, I will be joining the machine learning course come the next semester. On behalf of the entire data analytics class, I would like to appreciate the ReDI School, the sponsors, the partners, and the teachers, and our mentors. I really say that we appreciate you and we thank you all. Thank you.
Bravo, it's a very good presentation. Anya, can you give some feedback, please?
First of all, thank you for your presentation. I really enjoyed the way you presented, and I think you gave a pretty good overview of the course you took and showed us what you learned a lot, that you learned a lot.
Thank you.
And Eileen, some feedback?
It was really easy to follow your presentation, and it was great how you presented the different steps that you took. And also, congratulations for your internship.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you. And Rutuja, feedback and a question, please.
Yeah, I really liked the presentation. Was very informative. The message was very clear from it. And for my question, I would like to ask that, being myself working as in the field of data analysis, so I know that every data set is a different challenge. So you said that you worked with the Immobilien and Scout data set. So what were your different challenges working with this data set?
At first, the data sets, I would use the word it's dirty. When we say dirty, it requires a lot of cleaning. Some data are missing. Some has some special characters like the euro sign. Probably you must have seen it there. Some had some plus signs which you have to remove before you can actually make a analysis. So that I followed the step. It was a very big challenge, but with the help of some coding, I was able to clean that data up to be able to make some analysis. So yeah, it was a very good challenge.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Next presenter is Julia from the machine learning course. Welcome, Julia, on stage.
I would like to present machine learning course. At first, I would like to say a couple of words about myself. My name is Yulia Goncharuk. I am from Ukraine. I have the master's degree in physics and economics. And in the Ukraine, I work with nanotechnology. Last years, I worked as IT project manager. And it's not my first course with ReDI School. I have already done data science and Azure cloud course. I'm very interested in machine learning, and I have a lot of interest, but I try to spend free time with my family and with my dog. I have one corgi, and because of this terrible war with Ukraine, now I spend a lot of time with helping our Ukrainian refugees. What is machine learning? Machine learning is a branch of computer science which focuses on the use of data and algorithms to imitate the way that humans learn. So machine learning algorithms use historical data as input to predict a new output values. A typical machine learning process is training, validation, and testing. So what was our course outline? At first, we learned how to make inspection of our dataset and classification workflow. Then we learned a lot of different regression models for machine learning, like simple linear regression, polynomial regression, logistic regression. And then we learn a lot of different classifiers like k-neighbors classifier, decision tree classifier, and random forest classifier. Then clustering, natural language processing with sentiment analysis, and time series forecasting with ARIMA or support vector regressor. At my final project, I made asteroids orbit classification. I used decision tree classifier, and I got accuracy 0.90. It's a good accuracy. And we had wonderful opportunities to improve our career with special career workshop. For example, how to polish your LinkedIn profile, how to write great CV, and how to master the interview process. And it was a great opportunity to participate in one mentorship program and to improve our German knowledge with Sprachcafé from Accenture. And I would like to say a great thanks to all our ReDI teachers, all our partners, volunteers for this wonderful opportunity, and additionally thanks to our teacher from Accenture, from Sprachcafé, and of course Accenture, Mitsubishi Electric, Microsoft, and all our sponsors and partners. Thank you very much.
Great presentation, Julia. Rutuja, can you give a feedback?
Yeah, I really liked that your presentation was very engaging and that you actually mentioned the course outline and then you mapped it with your learning outcome. So it helps us to really see that, okay, what was the course and what did you actually overcome or achieve from this course? Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Next to Anya, could you give us a feedback?
Yes, thank you for your presentation. I think it was very impressive that you managed to get so much information in this short amount of time. You really gave a good overview for machine learning. And overall, I really liked the style.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next to Eileen, and do you have a question to Julia?
I also really liked your presentation. I liked that you explained at first what machine learning is, because I don't think that everyone knows. And I think as I already know you a bit longer, I can say that I'm always very impressed about your skills in physics, economics, you've knowledge in project management, and now you even want to gain further skills in technology, and it's just great to see your dedication.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And regarding the question, sorry, sorry, forgot to ask. What are your aspirations for the future?
For the future, so now I'm looking for a job more in this direction, in direction for data science, machine learning, because I'm very interested in it.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Excellent. Unfortunately for our infrastructure basics course, the student presenter could not make it, and we will continue to the cloud computing course.
Thank you. Next presenter is Marwan from the cloud computing course. Welcome, Marwan, on stage.
So, hello everyone. I'm Marwan, and I come from Egypt, and I study here IT security in Ruhr University, and I like reading about history, playing football, playing tennis, and also I like writing. And today I'm going to talk about the cloud computing course. Actually, this course focuses mainly on passing the Azure 900 exam, which is an introductory course to cloud. But we have learned so much more beyond the scope of the certificate. In this course, we have learned what is actually cloud computing, which is the renting of resources. It's like you have a hard drive, and you rent 1 terabyte hard drive. You rent 300 for this person, 300 gigabyte for this person. It's like managing the resources you have. And we have gotten to learn what are the benefits of cloud computing, from elasticity, cost-effective, and reliability, security also, and learn different deployment models and different types of cloud services. And we have gotten deeper to learn about core Azure services, which are computing, and computing as virtual machines, which is virtual computer that really doesn't exist. And we have learned, I'm sorry. We have learned networking, storage, databases. We have actually created a database in our course. And we have learned to manage all those resources using the Azure portal, which is a simple website where we can choose stuff. And using the Azure CLI, which is a command line interface where you put a simple code and skip all the boring parts of the Azure portal just in one step. And we have learned also about Azure architecture, which what is meant by a region, what is an availability, what are availability zones, what region pairs really mean. And we have in this course we have done 2 projects. The first one is Azure Static Web App. It's a simple website where we have gotten the code and deployed it in Azure, and then we have visited this website through the internet. As you can see, this is not the code of the website, but this is how it's deployed to the cloud. And this is how it looks like. It's a simple website. So, and we have also edited this website, made a few changes to the code, deployed it again, and see what are seen as changes real time. And this is the only difference is the word edited. And for the second project we have done, it's a little bit abstract. We have done 2 virtual networks. And we have done for those 2 virtual networks 2 different virtual machines. As I said, virtual machine, virtual computer. And we have connected those 2 virtual machines to each other, which by default it's not allowed in networking. Two networks don't see each other. And we have learned about network security group, how to access even those 2 virtual machines from the internet by creating a network security policy, which is not advisable for security reasons. And there's something was very interesting, which is we had a virtual tour for Azure premises. That was pretty interesting, really cool. And at the end, I would like to thank you all for listening, and I would like special thanks to our instructors. And thanks, of course, ReDI School for this wonderful course. And
great presentation, Marwan. Anya, can you give us a feedback?
Thank you for your presentation. I really, I think we all saw that you were very passionate about this topic, and I really liked, the way you presented it to us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next to Rutuja, could you give us a feedback?
Yeah, I really like that you added all the cloud concepts, the key terms, and then you explained to us in a very simple manner. So that was really good. And then you also added that you had this virtual tour. So you actually told us that what you did as part of the project. So I thought it was a really nice presentation.
Thank you. Next to Eileen. And do you have a question to Marwan?
Yeah. I really liked how you presented the benefits and the different types of cloud, and also great to see that you are also now certified. And the question that I have to you, how do you see the future of cloud? Do you think the importance of cloud will grow further?
Of course, it's the future. In the future, no one is going to start servers from the beginning. Everything is in the internet. There is no losing. They have different regions. They have so many money invested at this for security, for everything, for a new startup or for even companies that really has its ground. It would be a benefit to turn into cloud.
So you really have obtained the right skills.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And our next presenter is my colleague from the Internet of Things course, Nkonye. Come on stage.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much. As the moderator has rightly said, my name is Nkonye Gbadigoye. I'm Nigerian. I'm a wife and a mother. I'm also currently undergoing my master's in computational linguistics and will be rounding up soon. I joined ReDI in the fall semester of 2020 when I took the HTML and CSS course. After a while, I took a break, continued with my studies, and then I participated again in December of 2021, where I took the Microsoft Azure Fundamental Certification Examination and got certified. This semester, I participated in the machine learning and IoT courses, joined the ReDI Spark Cafe when I had the time sometimes, career workshops and mentorship programs. I also participated in the Daughter Circle organized by ReDI Berlin, where I had a few other students, where I and a few other students built a machine learning model that detects hate speech in tweets, and we had an accuracy of about 96%. I also volunteered as a teaching assistant for the IoT course this semester, and I love to cook, meet people, read, and listen to music. The IoT course was anchored by Mitsubishi Electric, and they took us through their Industry 4.0 operations. We went from PLC programming to IoT in machine tools, but the part that really integrated all we had learned from the beginning were the last two topics, but particularly the IIoT application programming. IIoT means means Industrial Internet of Things, which basically entails sending and receiving data across devices and doing something with that data which would help to automate factory operations, basically. Okay, so here we have a sample IIoT application programming procedure. So here, in the first step, we have a Python script that is reading data from PLC devices. This is being read using the SLMP protocol. And if we watch the video closely, I don't know, yeah. So it's beginning to read. And as it's reading this, it's actually publishing it to the MQTT broker we can see in step 2. And this broker is receiving the information in real time. I don't know if you can see the movements happening there. So it's receiving information in real time. Now, from this broker, we can actually subscribe to it using a JavaScript client and get information displayed on a web page, right? So we can see in the chat the data that is being published also being displayed in the web page, and a lot can be done with this data, including storing it on cloud. We can actually store this data on cloud in an SQL database, and a lot can be done with this data. Machine learning can be done with this big data analysis. You can create models, that could help with predictive maintenance for the factory operations, and which could save costs and efficiency in the long run for factories, for companies. For me, the next steps would be to get an internship or a working student or full-time position where I could, where I could become more proficient in what I've learned so far. I want to say special thank you to the Mitsubishi faculty. We actually had our course here. Sometimes we came on site, sometimes it was online, so it was hybrid. It was wonderful. I want to thank the entire faculty, my fellow students. Raphael is one of them. ReDI partners, volunteers, a very big thank you to you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nkonya. That's a wonderful presentation.
Thank you, too.
Awesome. So we would like to go into our feedback section now. So Eileen, do you have any feedback, please?
I could really notice during the presentation how much you have actually learned and that you really enjoyed taking part in the class. And I think it also shows because it's not your first time at ReDI. You joined very, very early here in NRW. Yeah. And I also like that you included the videos at the end.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Rutuja, can you give some feedback, please?
Yeah, I really like that how confident you were and your energy throughout the presentation. So I think so it brought a cheer in the crowd.
Thank you.
And how engaging you were while showing us the video snippets. Can you see? Can you see? So I just really liked it.
Thank you.
And Anya, some feedback and a question, please.
Yeah. First of all, thank you for the nice presentation. It was very, very nice to listen to you. And also, it was very nice, as you were one of our students. I really liked interacting with you. You were always asking questions and having us working, kept us working. It was really nice. I really liked it. And a question from me for you would be, what kind of technology that you got to know during the course did you like the best?
Okay, so as I pointed out earlier, the IIoT. I saw Thomas took us through these iconics yesterday. It was amazing. So it brought together the IIoT we had been learning, so the protocols and all of that. And we saw this collected into one application. We saw machine learning integrated into this. And it was amazing. That really blew me out. It automated AI, and it really blew me out. It really did. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you all the students for the great presentations. Now we would like to thank also all our volunteers and our supporters, and especially our jurors. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I would like to welcome Takuya to the stage.
Thank you so much for all of your feedback and nice questions. All right. Actually, we are running quite early, almost 45 minutes early. It is because one student couldn't make it today. And I'd like to introduce my colleague once again to the stage to say the final thank you word to you. And Haley, Anas, and maybe Odira is here still? Maybe no, okay. Maybe Haley, Anas, and Mireya, can you come on the stage? Yeah. We can sit, yeah, okay. Just there, yeah. And Haley to the yellow, all right. You know, we have 150 students and 85 teachers, and behind this scene, basically, you know, 3 of us plus Odira were operating the program, and I'm so happy having like really great, engaging colleague to, you know, run this school for long, and like see happy faces in this room, no? All right, thank you so much. And we have Mireya today from Berlin. Mireya is the COO of ReDI School. And it's pretty much the first time you are in Düsseldorf, probably. Hope you like it. And now Odira is coming to the stage. Come. Okay. So we just want to say some words to all of you. Basically, thank you. And maybe Mireya, you can share some words using the microphone.
Sure thing. Thank you, Takuya, for the introduction. Thanks, everyone, for being here. It's true. It's the first time, unfortunately, that I'm in the NRW school since we started, because until now, everything was running entirely online. So today is really a very big highlight for all of us, being able to be here, sitting together, seeing all of these happy faces, sharing so much passion when presenting so many of the projects. This is really, really a big highlight for all of us. What can I say about the journey of NRW of ReDI School NRW? There's a lot to tell, but I think here today is about celebrating. We are celebrating a semester, a journey, and if I might say, it's not just one journey, it's as many journeys as students and volunteers we have today here with us. I want to bring to the fore the journey of each of these students, more than 150 students that this semester have spent the last 4 months learning new skills, connecting with new peers, sharing, and also maybe some of them finding internships along the way or jobs along the way. Congratulations to all of you for that. I also want to bring attention to the journey of all the volunteers, the amazing volunteers that we have, which are the heart of the community. And if I may say, their journey is a transformation journey, because they came to ReDI as developers, as engineers, as designers, and they are living as teachers, as mentors, as role models, and as agents for social change. This is not minor, this is very big. I hope you are as proud of your accomplishments as we are. So thank you to all of our volunteers. And all of this wouldn't have been possible without the support, since we're talking about journeys, without the support of our travel companions. And these are definitely our partners, our supporters. We saw so much support along the way. We have already mentioned many of these. We can obviously start by mentioning Mitsubishi Electric for hosting us today so generously and for teaching our students of the IoT and bringing so much to the table, but also our initiative partners, Microsoft, Accenture, for setting the foundation and the basis for this school. But beyond them, there's many, many more that are helping us build new programs. We do have, for example, a new women program that is starting thanks to the ReDI Foundation support. We have our kids program, which, if I may say, was the first program that came to NRW already very early in 2020, supported by Klockner, by Basan Foundation, by Trivago, by Haniel, and by many other partners. And with this, we also have a lot more partners that Takuya has mentioned in the beginning and that I will not continue so that we don't stay too long. But what really keeps all of this together in the backgrounds and what ensures that all of this change and all of this growth is still in line with our values and with our mission, this is the ReDI team. So I really want to bring to the fore the amazing work that the NRW team, and they're not all here, there's more over there, that the NRW team are doing every day. So I want to really call out one by one Haley for the amazing, caring, and very kind support that you are giving to the volunteers day after day. Anas for being there for the students, for establishing these trust bonds with each of the students and monitoring them one-to-one. That's not easy to do. I also want to say thank you to Odira, who is always in the background, making sure that things simply happen. She's making sure that structures are there, that hardware is there, that software is ready. Without you, nothing would be possible, especially in an online setting. So thank you, Odira. And of course, we also have some words for, even when it's a different program, for the amazing kids team. We saw Giselle today, who's representing a bigger team with Evelyn, with Pelim, with Laura, and that they get to inspire so many children each month just by showing how cool and playful tech can be. And then, last but not least, our latest addition to the team, Olena, who is just joining to set up this new women program and who's also very much keeping us connected to the Ukrainian community in times of very, very high needs. But we cannot forget our colleague Takuya, who has, and I really want to say that working with Takuya is working with a leader that is kind, that is radically transparent and honest, and that really knows how to make everyone thrive around him. So really, the thank you from the ReDI team, from the ReDI headquarters, let's say, go to the ReDI team for this amazing work. So I think from here, just to say that I've been talking a lot about journeys and journeys that start and that end. Today is the end of a semester, but the journey for the ReDI students, I think the most important journey for them starts today in their search for a new job, for a new career. Hopefully, they get the support that they need from us and from all of our other partners, and they don't get many leider nicht. That's our goal. And from the ReDI side, our journey continues to be working towards accelerating social integration through tech education. And now more than ever, we see that this is important with more conviction than ever, and it's our time to take into account the facts that are undergoing right now in the world, readjust, reiterate, and continue working together with all of you. So thank you everyone for being here.
Thanks, Maria. So I'm Anas. I'm the student community manager in the school in NRW. So first of all, I would like to say that I'm really happy to be part of ReDI school in NRW. And I would like to thank all of you for coming today and for the great positive energy that you gave to all of us. And I think this is the right time just to say and announce that our fall semester 2022 will start in September. And I would like to ask all of you that we are going to apply and publish our application for the next semester next month. So just I would like to encourage all of you to apply and continue the journey and go just to the next level. maybe I would like also to say that we have moved 2 courses next semester. So we will have the React course in the web development track as an advanced level, and we have also the UX UI design intermediate level in the web design track. So now we have around 12 courses next semester. So just continue the journey. Don't stop your passion to go to the next level. And thank you so much. So I think now
maybe
Heli.
Okay. Hello. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Miria, for the very, very warm, message. Yeah. So I would like to say thank you to obviously our students. You've done a wonderful job today. It was really a proud moment to see all the skills that you've learned over the semester, to see it come to life. And then obviously for our volunteers, the passion that you've shown over the semester was really wonderful to see. The skills you've shared and the futures that you've prepared for our students is never unrecognized. So yeah, a special thank you, and yeah, just happy to be here. Okay, so.
Good day, everyone. So on behalf of the IT team, I want to thank everyone, and thank you, Mireya, for the kind words you said about all of us. Yeah, it really means a lot to me and my colleagues, I believe. Yeah, and I thank my team members for always supporting. Like, working with you guys has been a very wonderful experience so far. I want to also thank our sponsors for your wonderful contribution to ReDI as a whole. I will speak most especially from the IT side, because we keep getting support of contributions, donations, devices, that we don't lack any devices at all. So you guys make it possible that our students and teachers always have the best devices for our programs. I thank you all, and I thank the teachers for always being there, the volunteers for always being there and making the whole process to always go smoothly. And I also thank the students for always being very kind and taking it easy with us, and we promise to continue to serve you well. Thank you very much for also coming here today. Thanks.
I have microphone. I have my mic. Right. Yeah, from my side also, thank you so much, especially Rafael and Lola for the great moderation. Where are you? Yeah. All right. Yeah. And also the event volunteers to make sure all guests safely arrives, and you get to this nice batch, and you had a great parking slot downstairs, and everything worked probably fine. Thank you so much for help. And yeah, I think it's a bit early, but I think everybody's getting a bit tired, and it's great that now we can wrap up. And before announcing the next step, like we have actually an after party, I'd like to just say the short word to close down the live streaming, and we can have fun in the on-site. All right. All right. And from my side, especially like me, crossing the border from Japan, came to London to study, and also come to Berlin to work, and finally just got this opportunity in Düsseldorf to lead the team. Really diverse. It's actually not so easy, sometimes, but I really find this opportunity experience, it's like the most beautiful one I had ever. So happy to have you all. Thank you, and thank you. And I'd like to see a lot of you coming back in the next semester, especially teachers, like we need you. And also happy students, like coming back to get a job. And thank you so much. And for the YouTube people, see you next time. Yeah. All right, I hope the live streaming finished and we can share some fun.